morning. That was everybody today. First night on the boat was not too bad. Got my mosquito netting up. This is where I slept. Don't have any permanent lights hooked up yet on the boat. Let's go outside and check out the view. And Allie's having her breakfast.
It's been a long 3 years refitting this boat.
Nice view from the boat this morning.
Today, Todd's going to do something we've dreamt about for years.
Pretty quiet night. The power went off about 6 o'clock, 5, I think, yesterday. So I didn't get as much finished last night as I wanted to. But I think I'm about ready to go. I got the anchor done, and I think I'll get the composting head figured out this morning. Work on drilling a hole for the refrigeration lines and get the boat ready to move. Due to the marina being full for the Harvest Moon Regatta, I need to anchor out for 5 days. Okay, got some water going. Pop down, open a through hole. Dallas Shaw of Sailing Kona, who we met when we purchased our boat, has offered to help me anchor out for our first time. That guy is open. Should let water through. Batteries are good. Let's go fire up our motor and make sure we got water coming out. Got our display, 51.6 volts. Power is on. Water coming out. Go ahead and cycle this back off. Key off. Let's see, what else do we need to do? We need to empty the garbage. Clear off some counters. Put the life jacket on the puppy. Yeah! The life jacket on the puppy. I'm grateful to have Dallas, his son-in-law Andrew, and our friend Chuck backing me up on this new adventure. 944 RPMs on the motor. I don't know how that relates to what the prop is spinning at. I don't know if that's what the prop is spinning, or if that's what the motor is spinning, you know?
I think, Andrew.
Only quiet for
summer
power, huh?
Motoring in my boat is much louder.
Yeah. Well, no,
it's rattling.
Yeah, we're committed now.
Oh, now is all the easy part.
Yeah, that's the easy
As long as you're away from stuff that you can hit.
I feel like once you're out here,
it's all good now. You see how much current is against us now?
Still hitting 5 knots.
I know, that's good. Especially, that's a 2-knot current. Can you feel it moving the boat?
Yep. Still 60 feet here. My wife would be screaming at me, "You're not in the channel!" Well, we're in the channel, but you're not pointed in the channel.
Same thing happens on our boat. But honestly, over here, you don't really have to be in the channel right here.
This feels so much better than sitting at the dock side.
Oh.
I just wish we had sails on it. It'd be great. You know, how deep is the wreck? I don't know how deep the wreck actually is.
The charts show it in the shallows.
Yeah.
But it can't be that shallow.
You can, like...
on channel 16, just go take the boat, channel 16 over.
Yeah, we're kind of creeping by that buoy, but that buoy is definitely sits.
Oh, yeah. This is normally where I start hanging the anchor over the night.
After consulting with multiple sailing friends, I decided this was a good spot to spend a few days. It's got good holding, and it's a quick dinghy ride back to the marina.
Depth is still 20?
16.7 under the keel.
Just creep over here, real slow. Just creep this way, and watch the depth.
16 feet, 15.4, 15.2.
Unfortunately, we don't have our windlass wired yet, but even if we did, it only lifts the anchor. So learning to let it out is something we're grateful for help with.
Feel like you hit bottom?
Yeah, it's on the bottom. I'm just slowly letting it out.
When you see the red, that's almost the end of the chain.
Okay, I'm at the first green.
That's 25 feet.
That's 25?
Yep. 11.4 feet under the keel.
11.4. Let me
Dinghy around and see what the depths look
yeah,
like.
I want to check over here just to see if that north wind swings you that way.
Right?
Should be good. Let me go see. Huh?
Yeah, it
Can you
is.
feel it?
Yeah.
It's not moving.
Look, current, huh?
Yeah, it
Can
is.
you feel it?
Yeah.
Dallas has a handheld depth finder he can use for times like this. We think it's definitely something we want to invest in.
12 feet under the keel gives us about 17.5 feet of water, 5 foot of freeboard. 100 feet is only going to be a 5-to-1 scope on the anchor. That's all the chain I got, so that's pretty close though, but it's an 85-pound anchor, so it's a hurricane force anchor.
Anything that happens, you've gone to the shore right here, which is not too bad.
Yeah,
It's all
and it's muddy and
Yeah.
sand, so it's easy.
That's
to go.
good.
Yeah.
6 feet.
Okay. 50 yards, 25 yards? 25 yards is 75 feet, so. Because I couldn't throw football that far today. Maybe when I was young. But if I was lucky.
Right? Pretty good.
Think?
Yeah. I mean, that was, what, more than 100 feet
Of
that we were away from the boat.
oh yeah.
And that's 6 feet. So
So if we put the
even if you swung all the way that way,
right.
you still wouldn't be.
So we probably want to put that anchor out pretty much all the way to the end though. We want to have all 100 feet out probably on the
yeah.
front end.
Yeah, probably all of it.
Yeah.
All of it.
And then we'll put that snubber on, right?
Yep.
So we have our Mantus snubber right here. And it's designed to take the shock load. So you hook it on your chain and you feed your chain out.
Oh, yeah.
And then it takes the jarring motions because it's nylon and it stretches.
I have definitely let the boat go too fast on our boat before. But I have that little chain stopper. You should look at them
And
or
see
look
what
at
we-
the bow of my
right.
boat and see what I have. They make bigger ones,
Right? Yeah.
but it's just a little thing the chain goes through
Right.
with a little plate, and you flip
Okay.
the plate up.
And it'll
And the-
free spool
Right.
when you want to go the other way.
But if you lose control or whatever, you can flip that plate down and it'll catch a link.
Dallas and his wife Dawn watched our boat languish in their small marina before Hurricane Harvey devastated her and many other boats. After we purchased her, they loaned us tools, gave us advice, and helped us out multiple times during our 3-year refit. It's really cool that Dallas is helping Todd anchor her out after all this time.
That's it.
Sweet.
And then if anything happens and the bridle comes off,
We're still hooked and cleated good.
still cleated here.
All right. It's a beautiful thing.
So now the game is sit and watch the GPS.
And make sure we don't move.
Yeah. Oh, and we probably should back down on it.
Okay.
But the prop for us, I know anchoring in places that have bad holding,
Right.
2,000 RPMs is like the equivalent of like 80 knots of wind.
Right.
Like it takes very little for the prop to pull as much as the wind does. So
Right.
you don't. Here is normally really good holding. This is what I call back to Dawn. I'll be like idle reverse,
Right.
and then I
That's
just
to tighten up everything.
yep, and I just watch, and I'll watch the shore, and I'll watch the gear,
Okay. How does it look?
and we're not moving according to the shore. So then I'll say like, 1,200 RPMs.
Okay.
So we gradually ramp it up to about 1,500 RPMs normally. For stops. Okay, a little bit more.
RPMs.
Yeah, we're not moving. Okay, that's good.
Cool.
I don't know what your 600 RPMs were, because my engine won't even run at 600 RPMs.
Yeah, I don't either. It's barely going, but this was my conversation with the guy that designed these. As I said, I'm having a hard time equivalating,
Yeah.
you know, 12 to 1500 RPMs on a diesel or 2000 RPMs is pretty high. That's like maxed out on a diesel. You don't want to go too much higher for a long time, right? You know, between 1100 and 1800 RPMs is usually a pretty good sweet spot for cruising.
Right.
What is it on the electric motor? I
Yeah.
have no idea. How many amps should I be pushing? How many RPM should I be pushing?
Right.
I don't know. So I got to work that out.
We could figure that out, though. I would need to look up my reduction gears,
Right,
and then we can figure out the actual prop RPM.
right. Yeah, that would be interesting to know. So, but okay, so we're anchored. This is where we're anchored.
You are anchored.
Marina's back over there. Whew. And we have the lighthouse over there. Right about there. Once we were sure the boat was stuck fast, Chuck and I lowered the dinghy and headed back to the marina to drop him off.
What an incredible sight. I'm sad I missed this moment, but I'm overwhelmed with emotion for what we've accomplished as a family to bring this to reality. Dreams really do come true if you keep plugging away and never let the naysayers rob you of your vision. We hope you keep believing in your dreams.
Look at the weight she's leaving, just sitting there. All right. Woo. He says, I'm cozy, safe place. I'll call him here and ask him where he wants me. Hey, where are you at? You said I could tie my dinghy up over here. I was gonna say, where do you want it? Is there anybody in the slip next to you here? Yeah, all right, well, we can do that. So we can tie up right to the dock there then. Okay, perfect. Join me next week as I spend time living on the hook and getting a taste of the peace and solitude that our family has been working so long to experience.